forgotten moment in American history. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has often been seen as an anomaly in America. Joseph Smith's claims of deific visions, angelic visitations, and gold plates, not to mention the now abandoned practice of polygamy, have made Mormonism an easy object of ridicule as much as a serious topic for study. The Broadway musical The Book of Mormon mixes mockery with sincere interest, yet still highlights the cultural chasm between the church and its surrounding culture. The Mormons, for their part, have often contributed to this view through their insistence on exceptionalism and uniqueness. To the extent that modern Mormonism is accepted in contemporary America, it is largely due to Mormons' ability to keep quiet about their distinctive beliefs and practices. Mitt Romney won the Republican Party nomination for president in 2012 by downplaying his faith and emphasizing Mormonism's common ground with evangelicals. Indeed, the Latter-day Saint Church's conservative principles on gender and marriage have been a way to build solidarity with the religious right. In a pragmatic alliance that has allowed Mormons a space in the public sphere, both the Church and the nation have agreed to overlook a long history of animosity and conflict. As evidence of this continued assimilation, church leaders in 2018 announced their intention to retire the term Mormon as a way to, among other things, close the gap between themselves and other Christians and distance the faith from its past identity. Yet while they have often been seen and have frequently seen themselves as outsiders, Joseph Smith, his followers, and their church were, in the first instance, products of their nation and times. Along with other marginalized groups that drew the ire of the white Protestant mainstream, like Catholics and Shakers, though not nearly as severe a backlash as African American congregations and numerous indigenous tribes, the Mormons constituted a minority group that fought, and often failed, to enjoy the protections and benefits supposedly guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution. Far from a cult on the margins of American life, they challenged other Americans to live their ideals. Whatever the Constitution might say, how, in practice, could a nation of diverse peoples and faiths hold together? The Mormon challenge was rooted in the short-lived city of Nauvoo, founded by Joseph Smith in 1839 in Illinois, on the banks of the Mississippi River. Nauvoo was the crucible of the Mormon experience, the episode that saw their prophet murdered and their dreams of a religious empire dashed. If the Mormons are poorly understood by most Americans, Nauvoo is virtually unknown. To Mormons, it remains an important site. It shapes how they think about their traditions past and persists as a pilgrimage destination. Hundreds of thousands stream into the small town every summer to watch plays, tour historic homes, play games, and take in speeches by experienced missionaries. The faithful see Nauvoo as a monument to their spiritual ancestors and beloved prophet, Joseph Smith. But to the rest of the country, the city is, at best, an exotic name, a historical oddity overshadowed by Illinois' veneration of its adopted son, Abraham Lincoln. Historians know more about the Mormons and Nauvoo, but their view is a partial one. Very few histories of Nauvoo have been written for a general audience in the last 50 years, and the existing treatments have serious limits, especially when they argue, as they often do, that Mormonism diverged from American culture and society. Smith's theocratic bent seems incongruous in a period supposedly characterized by the expansion of democracy, and his emphasis on priesthood authority appears to clash with prevailing beliefs in individual freedom and social mobility. Yet while the Jacksonian era was one of democratic upheaval, it also provoked a cultural backlash. To many people, not just the Mormons, American society seemed to be spinning out of control. Early Mormonism's radical solutions were designed to solve problems many non-Mormons also perceived. Indeed, their success at winning converts stemmed from their ability to tap into widespread sentiments about social decay and failure. Of course, the case for Mormon exceptionalism rests mainly, both to critical outsiders and to many historical Mormon believers, on the practice of plural marriage, more commonly known as polygamy. Perhaps the first reason for Nauvoo's significance is that Mormon polygamy began there. Yet while polygamy is commonly seen as a decree imposed from on high, either from an omnipotent God or patriarchal leaders, in fact the practice developed haphazardly over several years.